Hello everyone. The purpose of this today's video is a little bit different from my birding trips and routine, and today actually I will be unboxing a new camera which I have just recently brought, and I'm really excited to do that because this is a camera like I am shifting to mirrorless camera now, and in that case we will be discussing what what are the things I will be sharing with you, that what are the thoughts of mine, that the reason why I have bought this camera, and what I will be using this for, and what lens I will be using this camera with. That is the purpose. And the thing is, in the earlier days I used to use my DSLR, which you can see I have just put them over here. This is a D500 and the next one is the D780. One is the full frame and another is the crop sensor. So I am basically a birds photographer, you can say a wildlife photographer as well if I have the opportunity. And the thing is, I've been using DSLRs, Nikon DSLR, and that's Nikon D500. That is my prime camera, main camera, which I've been birding all along. And the second camera is Nikon D780, which I seldomly use. You can say that the focusing system on D500 is to me it's superior, and it's fast focusing just like D5. So that's the camera which I've been doing my most of the birding. That's Nikon D500, and personally this is my favorite camera. I just love this camera no matter what. So this I will be keeping this with me. And this is my another camera, that's Nikon D780. I have not shot much with this, but it's a good capable camera, a hybrid camera, hybrid DSLR that has the mechanism of Nikon Z6, very much related to that. So the camera today which I will be unboxing is basically the Nikon Z8. Okay, and I've switched to Nikon Z8 now, and this is my first mirrorless camera which I have owned, and that was quite popular after the Z9, and so I thought to get my hands on this camera. Will be sharing some sample shots, and maybe I will make another video with this lens combination and how does it work, because I have not used this lens at all, this camera at all yet. And let's see. Okay, first of all, why Z8? Z8, it's you can say it has the similar autofocusing system that is in Nikon Z9, and the body is compact. The Z9 is pretty big for me. I prefer mostly things that are easy to go, easy to carry, and it's better handheld, because I mostly shoot handheld rather than through tripod. So this is one of the reasons. Of course everybody likes flagship, but this video is particularly about this Z8 which I have just bought. And the thing is that I will be using this with the FTZ2 adapter that comes with the Nikon's mirrorless camera to mount with the F-mount lenses of the old lens, for example the F-mount lens. So this is what I will be doing is that I will first make an opening video, and after that I will make some reviews and my findings, that how this camera ends up with the lens. I will be using mainly I will be using the lens that is Sigma 60-600, that you can see it's over there. Well, the Nikon Z8. I'm very much excited about this camera, okay, because this is one of my first cameras. So let's open, let's see. Okay, so we have here some manuals, Nikon Z8 manuals. We have this membership card that is called the NPM card with the Nikon premium members. Okay, so I'll keep it over here. When I bought my my second camera, that was a Nikon D780, I got this NPM card also, but I lost it. I never basically used this membership feature. So I have got this vanity, and I have got this small brochure for this Nikon NPM. Okay, and I will keep the manuals over here as well. And here comes the camera inside. Okay, first of all we have the charger in the packet. Charger. We have the cords. So this charger basically is the same like the one which is available with the DSLRs like Nikon D500, Nikon D780. So you can use this same charger if you have the DSLRs. Also the Z series, Z6, Z6 II, Z7, Z7 II, it's same. Okay. And we have the strap, Z series strap. We have the batteries. This battery is similar to Nikon D780, I believe, and yeah, it's ENEL15C, and I will try that. Maybe this works with my DSLRs as well. But something which I have seen that the battery which was available with Nikon D780 DSLR, that typical battery, if you can charge that battery with a laptop or some power source like power bank or in the car, for example. But if you put a D500 battery in D780, it will not charge. So basically it's the type of battery which I came to know that basically does the charging rather than the camera itself. So this is something interesting. That's why maybe I will not mix up batteries. Let's see. And we have the USB Type-C cable. Okay, and this is something like for the wires, I believe. I don't know, I'm not familiar with the thing. What are these mounts? Okay, I will keep in the box. And then here comes the camera. This is right. Yes. Camera is so this is it, Nikon D7.8. Honestly speaking, the ergonomics of this camera are very nice actually. Coming from the user of Nikon D500, you don't feel you can say like if you have moved to some other body. This is my personal opinion, and the grip is very nice. The hand, I usually like a good big camera. It's not very big like Z9. I don't degrade Nikon Z8 at all. It's one of the awesome cameras and I dream of having that camera. But the thing is that's very big for my work, what I do, and I have to be like, sometimes in such a position where the size matters a lot, where like we have to have some panning shots, birds in flight, birds hiding somewhere. So this, I believe that this is the best size for me, and all the functions and all the buttons, how they are placed, I just personally like it a lot. Okay, so what we have over here is that what Nikon did is that in Z8 there is no dial. Okay, you cannot rotate the dial like you used to do in DSLRs and also in Nikon Z9. But the thing is that we can use this by the buttons and on-screen commands, so that is not a big issue for me. And the belt is well enough. It's made pretty well, and we have a screen that we can we can tilt the screen like that. Okay, and we can use it for this purpose like that. So we can use this. It's pretty nice, but it does not works just like a Z9, but it's pretty good for my purpose. Like for example, I can make it like that, and I can shoot on the low level shots like that. So in front we have function 1, we have a function 2 button, and then we have the focus button is over here. The ISO, the white balance, and the recording button are just placed in here, just like DSLR semi-pro body, the Nikon D500 and the Nikon D850. So that one is also similar to Nikon D500 and the 850. We have got a battery. There is a place for the battery grip as well. Okay, that was absent in the camera Nikon Nikon D780. It was not available. That camera cannot be mounted to a grip, but D500 which I've been using, we can mount it to a grip, and it looks like pretty beefy. This camera, when you put a grip to this, it becomes bigger than a Z9. So I don't know, it will have its own pros and cons. We'll have to see. I am not planning yet to buy a grip for this camera, because the only concern for me with the grip is the battery life. I have heard that the battery life of this camera is not very good, like 350 to 400 shots on charge. But the thing is, I will be using two batteries, so that is the alternate solution I have planned for this camera. So guys, so currently I don't have any Z mount lenses with me, and I will be basically planning to get them in future. So what I will be doing is that I will be using an FTZ adapter, that is FTZ2 adapter. I will put this over here, and this is the basically FTZ adapter which we use with the the camera, and then we can mount the lenses on that. Okay, so let's see what's in the box. Again, some manuals and warranty card. Here is the that's the FTZ2 adapter basically. So what we can do here, that we can just there's a cap, and this is the place where the lens will go. Okay, and this is the button. We can unmount the lens on the camera. So let's try on this camera. Before trying anything else, we can just put this thing on the lens itself and the camera itself. So let's see. So we have to keep just like what we have to. Okay. So I place the FTZ lens mount on the camera. Okay, this is a bit confusing. I don't know. Yeah, this is the one. So you can use this. Wow. Sorry guys, I'm kind of new and I'm not able to know that. Yeah, this is the perfect cap for that. And it says on the side from where you will put the F mount lenses, it says Nikon F mount over here. You can see that. So this is, you have to keep in mind that you will have to put the direction on that, and on the other hand it says Nikon Z mount. So this is the perfect one. So this cap is basically for the camera. So now what I will do, I will use another lens to mount on this camera. Okay, and that is the Sigma 105 macro lens. Okay, so I sometimes do macro photography, very rarely, but this is the lens I will be using that, and I will just put this on this. Like that. So looks pretty nice actually, and the thing is that this lens is also very heavy, so I can feel the weight. So I turned on the camera. Okay, and I just tried to mount the macro lens with it, and now I will be trying the the bigger lens, the telephoto lens, the super telephoto lens basically, which I mostly use for my wedding. And this is the lens, a huge lens, that is the Sigma 60-600, and it's pretty heavy. It's a pretty heavy lens. So what I will be doing is that just I will remove the cover and refixing this camera. There we go. So I just hear the click. This camera is perfectly, like you can say, I can easily handle this. It's a little heavy, pretty heavy for some basically, but for me it's like I would say it's ideal. This lens comes with a Swiss Arc mount and a pretty good good grip, so I can carry this along like that. So it's okay. We can keep the camera with the lens like that easily, and I can have a low level shots with this as well, eye level and low level shots, because the camera is like pretty compact, not very small in the hands and not very big, which I prefer. So this is I have felt it very much similar to Nikon D500 that is just sitting beside here, very much similar to that camera, although most of the people says that this is the basically referred to the famous Nikon D850. So I will not deny that's true, but that was a big camera as well, and a pretty nice camera. I've not used it much. I've never used it in the field, only have seen and just tested a few shots. But rather than now, because everybody is moving to mirrorless race and I decided to go. No hard feelings for the DSLR, they are still good, they are still very capable enough, especially the D500. That's my absolute favorite camera, to be honestly speaking. And now I will do the field review soon for this, and I will share my experience that how these things ends up with this combination, and I 100% believe that will be an awesome that will be an awesome journey with this lens. And let's see.